Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome back to another video. It is your host, Your Average Chess Guy, and today we're actually going to react to the new Nintendo Direct, February 8th. It came out yesterday. I am a day late. I don't want to be any later, so I want to dive on in to check that out. The last couple of Nintendo Directs has been trash and a whole bunch of like farming and just games that I'm just not interested in. Maybe there's a market for other people that love those things, but my gripe with Nintendo right now is just like I kind of wish they had more, just new IPs because what all Nintendo doing so far is just kind of milking, the old I like they're milking nostalgia pretty much, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do the same thing with this one. But I would hope to get some new IPs for once. But let's see what they've been working on, and let's dive on in and check it out. All right, here we go. Nintendo Direct. Let's see. All right, let's find out. Nintendo Direct. Pikmin 4. Okay, so I know about this franchise. I don't really play it, so I'm not really that interested, but let's see what this one is about. Are those the Pikmins? Yep. Crazy. I mean, it's like maybe kids would love this or something. Nintendo is more for like family, mainly kids to be honest. But this don't look that bad though. You know, Ice Pikmin. Okay, what the ice one do? Oh, okay, freezes your opponent. What is that? A dog? Boss battles, my favorite. Okay, not bad. So far the game is definitely interesting. Would I buy it for full price? Would I even buy it at all? Probably not, but I respect it. Pikmin 4. It looks good though. It's pretty good. I haven't played the other ones, but I know of it. Is there a nighttime? Uh-oh. Seems more dark. Oh, wait a minute. That's really far. July? Oh.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Okay, hi.
That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4. A dog-like creature was spotted. What kinds of things will it show us? Please look forward to more information in the future. Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Alright, let's see. A new
This
jewel
new hero is a
loving
real gem.
hero.
Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC.
Now Xenoblade actually looks kind of interesting. I just never
Say hello to Masha, the newest hero.
I just never
and
played it
Divine
before.
Lapidaris.
I have to give it a try, I guess.
She can use
It does
special
look like it's
or craft
good.
accessories that can bestow various effects. Challenge battles with roguelike elements are also being added. Select only one character and battle wave after wave of enemies.
And I actually like anime looking video games. I think it looks cool. The cartoon graphics and the anime looking graphics it looks really nice in
You
video
might also
games.
get special in-game outfits as a reward. And coming in Volume 4 later this year.
Ooh, who is this?
Is this really what you want? He's a heartless machine.
You remind me, he's giving me Sephiroth vibes.
Like killing Granddad wasn't enough for you.
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game launches on the Nintendo
So
Switch
if you're
system.
people
February
excited.
15th.
That's right after Valentine's Day, y'all. If you don't have a Valentine, you can gift yourself this if you have Xenoblade. Samba de Amigo
Samba
Party
de Amigo
Central.
game. Grab your Joy-Con controllers and gently shake them like maracas to match the targets during a song. Instructions on screen to pose and dance. But the unexpected might happen, so stay on your toes. Why not dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in
This
Love
is something
Checker?
else.
Make sure to show up in style too. Line in World Party. Those with the lowest
I mean, these
scores
music
in
games used to be
trials will
fun. You know,
eliminated.
it's probably a fun game to play with your friends. However, lately for me, I don't play video games with my friends like we used to. So like, this is not gonna be as fun playing by yourself. You know.
Get shaken when Samba de Amigo Party Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Summertime. Something else. What's next? Got a passion for fashion?
For fashion? Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And
Now,
you're in luck.
This
Tons
game
of
seemed
people
like a
are
great
seeking the
game
latest
for girls, especially
Give them a
kids
like
10
if
years
you dig
old. They
their
would eat
style.
this stuff up. This is definitely not a
Or
game for me though,
suggest
but
new
it seems
outfits
cool
for
though.
them to grow as an influencer.
You know, it seems cool, and it's crazy because it's a modern game. Like to grow as an
Now it's
influencer
time
and fashion.
for
Wow,
Fashion design. Choose from over
This is so crazy.
1,000 design options. Then add
Wow.
a personal touch to give your item a final flourish.
wow.
You can get the items other people are wearing by liking them.
Really, it's pretty good.
Mix and match your favorites to create new looks. By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand.
It's so
Eye
crazy.
For fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch this year.
I respect games like this though. You know, like they're trying to be creative. You know.
Delve into these dark worlds. Dracula's Castle beckons in this new paid DLC for the roguelite action platformer Dead Cells.
Dead Cell.
Venture through the castle's
Ooh, that look
hellish
kinda cool.
halls and outskirts alongside Richter Belmont and Alucard, leading up to a showdown with Death and Dracula himself.
This is
Wield
crazy.
the Vampire Killer and other iconic weapons as you
Now this
venture
game
into
is something like, you
monsters
know,
and
I would definitely
kinetic
want to give a
combat.
try.
12 original covers and 51 songs.
Like
from the
there's games where you want
Castlevania
to try, but
series
do you want to
during
spend
your
money
quest
on it?
in Dead
No.
Cells. Return to
But
Castlevania,
this seems cool though.
sinking its teeth into Nintendo Switch March 6th.
And this is next month. All right, a game that's
Nintendo eShop.
next month and not summertime. You know.
Enter a new grid in this narrative puzzle adventure set within the Tron universe. Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost as you navigate through a perilous world.
Tron.
Your decisions and the alliances you forge will impact your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April. Who's there? Wait,
Whoa.
is that? Well,
Whoa.
that can't be good. The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick returns in HD.
A detective
After kicking
game?
the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects. With your powers, you can even help others, like this woman, and change any ill-fated, things. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
So it's a detective that dies and becomes a ghost to help solve the
Two
crime.
connected worlds, one suspenseful thriller.
That sounds familiar, that voice actor.
レガシには刑事訓練用の仮想空間
That voice actor
現実
too.
がコピーされた世界
すごい。ここ本当に仮想空間なの？パズルを解き明かす。まだ3件だ。最初から違和感があった。
Hmm.
この事件
Another detective game?
お前だ。
Didn't expect this type of.
デカバングルにかざした姿勢
Ooh, wait a minute.
非現指示。宝石強奪未遂で現行犯逮捕する。
Hey! That seems cool.
カ
What?
ラフル猫ちゃんになってる。何？
誰かがデー
He's a cat?
警察のシステムに潜入しプログラムを書き換えた。それって完全にこれが犯罪だ。
Special?
手段を選んではいられない。
He sound like maybe Sasuke's voice?
私服を肥やす豚どもは
I can't catch.
生き残らず排除する。
Yeah, I can't catch. That seems cool. What was it? What was it?
Once upon a time, there was a witch and a demon.
I don't think it's a game that I want to like buy per se, but like it's still
Bayonetta's
pretty cool.
origins as a young witch named Cereza. Seeking the
Bayonetta
power
origin.
to rescue
Cereza
her
and the
imprisoned
Lost
mother,
Demon?
she ventures deep into the Avalon Forest ruled by fairies.
I'm going to that forest. I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy.
So this is her origin.
Encounter the otherworldly
I've never played
demon
Bayonetta
Cheshire.
also, but I know of it.
You'll control
And
both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's magic and Cheshire's ferocity to travel through this mysterious and dangerous forest.
okay. Seems
They'll
chill,
need
seems
to
cool.
work together in battle as well. Cereza cannot attack and can only support Cheshire by magically binding enemies. Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks.
Oh, she can't attack? Wow, that.
Or stop an aggressive one to focus on another.
So you have,
Strategically
that's pretty
use each
cool.
character's abilities
You
to
have
win
one-
battles.
You have one person that can attack and you
The
control.
duo will gain
And you have to
strength
survive.
as they continue their journey.
Nice.
By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened. And
Nah, this
battles can be
seems
more
kinda
easily
cool.
swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
It's cool because they have to work together. You know, it's kind of nice.
Bayonetta Origins.
Oh,
Cereza
next
and the Lost
month.
Demon prowls onto the Nintendo Switch system March 17th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
That looked good.
How was that?
Yeah.
Next, please take a look at this.
All right, what you got for me? Splatoon 3. I remember when I first got my Switch, Splatoon I think 2 came out at the time. I've been wanting to play that forever, but I think I didn't get it because I thought it had a dope story or something like that. But I think it's only like online only or something, and I never even had Nintendo Online. So for me personally, I was like, but it was a fun concept that I wanted to play. An expansion pass. Oh yeah, Splatoon 3 came out already? Yeah, I think so. I didn't even know.
Introducing the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. This This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content. The first wave is Inkopolis. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds. This is Booyah Base. It's got some pretty nifty weapons and gear. You might spot a few familiar faces alongside new shopkeepers. Products here are the same as the ones in Splatsville, so shop wherever your vibes are strongest. Salmon Run, Table Turf Battle, The Show, and Amiibo functionality all work in the same way here too.
These DLCs sometimes be like something else, because in my opinion, some of these things, like, I'm like, couldn't this be in the original game? You know, like, you guys are just you're not giving us full games anymore. You're just kind of holding back features of the game that you already planned, and then you're adding later to milk more money from us. You know what I'm saying?
The first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring.
She got a booty like that. That is so funny.
Oh, what's this?
What's what? New game? Or is it still Splatoon? Splatoon? Oh, a place where it's all white and snowy and you can probably paint the town. Hey. Right? Wait a minute. Hold it up. Wait a minute. Hold it up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Expansion pass. Side order? What does that mean? Side order. Is that the name of the expansion pass? So you just tease us of a new expansion, but not say what it is? I don't know.
Wave 1 Inkopolis launches this spring.
And then Wave 2.
Wave 2 Side Order will launch in the future.
We didn't even get like in the winter and the fall.
Splatoon 3 expansion pass will be available on Nintendo
Really?
eShop.
Later today? Wow.
Many people have played Splatoon 3 since its launch. Thank you all very much. We hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion pass.
Yeah, I haven't even played it yet,
Please look
so.
forward to more information about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Let's see. What you got for me? Illusion
Adventure
Island.
awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse,
Haven't
Donald
seen
Duck,
Donald Duck. Why he's red?
and Goofy.
I guess this is the old.
Embark on
Oh,
a
he was
new
angry.
adventure to find new magical books and
I'm
see
like, why
the
is he red? It's because he was
Island of
angry at the
Rudolph.
time. I'm like, yo.
Run,
Okay, I like the animation. Oh, my friend Leo would like eat this up. Yo, Leo, write in the comments if you would like this.
by unlocking special abilities, you can reach new places and find secret areas. Large chasms with boost jump.
It looked cool, though.
To open new spaces.
It reminds me of, like, you know, playing video games on the Game Boy Advance SP. Those were the days.
Up to 4 pals locally can brave the
Especially
island.
as a kid, just
Share a
playing
hug
games
for
used to be
extra
so
help.
fun. And games used to have so much, like,
For larger jumps,
value and
or drop a rope
stuff.
to lend a hand. Together to save Monarch, and you might discover new paths.
Oh, is it a 4-player
While
game?
exploring the island, you'll meet unusual
That's
allies
fire.
and dangerous foes.
You know, boss
Study
battles
their
is always
movements
great.
carefully to figure out the secrets to victory. Join Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney
Illusion Island.
Swinging onto Nintendo
July.
Switch July
Mad far.
28th.
We only got one game in
Pre-orders
March
begin
and some
today on
DLC.
Nintendo eShop.
But okay, July. You just gotta wait a couple of months. But that one's alright. Ooh, what's this?
Are on the way.
More emblems?
New emblems are coming
Oh.
to future waves of the Fire Emblem
Wait,
Engage expansion
Fire Emblem
pass
Engage
DLC.
is already out? I didn't even know.
Two includes Hector, Emblem of Strength.
So I know about Fire Emblem, but I've never played any of them. But I know my friend, shout out to my friend Kai, he loves Fire Emblem. But this is the one Fire Emblem for some strange reason, maybe because of the design and stuff, I actually wanted to try out.
revelation. Modify the terrain to hinder enemies. Wave 3 includes Crom and Rock.
You had it the wrong way around.
Veronica, Emblem of Heroes.
I see you!
Summon additional allies to fight for your cause. Challenge newly added missions to recruit these new emblems. And in Wave 4,
Wave
a
4.
new story called Belxenologue will be unlocked.
Oh, a new story.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
I love the. Oh yeah, that's a character that I like. After I seen that character, I was like, yo, this looks dope.
2 of the Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass for the Fire Emblem Engage game launches on the Nintendo Switch
Today?
system later today.
That's dope. Take control of your destiny.
Take control of your destiny.
One thing I would give games, like they really try to like be creative with different stuff, you know,
When a
different
miracle
ideas.
endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs in the balance. Narrative adventure. Harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds. See
Okay,
the future and decide humanity's fate. Many branching story paths, along with a riveting soundtrack by Celeste composer Lena Raine, set the stage for your journey. Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond, power, or chaos to change the story's
Chaos are crazy.
outcome. To which destiny do you aspire? Harmony, The Fall of Reverie,
June.
launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this June. These games
Find
will have
your
you
role.
rolling.
Not this type of game.
Octopath Traveler 2 is just
This is-
around
this-
the
these-
corner.
The animation looks kind of cool, but it's just not my type of
Nintendo
game.
Direct, a demo containing the game's opening hours will be available on Nintendo eShop.
A demo. Okay, I'll try it out. This
8
is
new
a demo, but
stories
it's not.
await.
I don't think it's my
Which
kind of
path will
game.
you take first? Who will your allies be, and where will your journey lead you? Venture through a brand new world in Octopath Traveler 2, launching on Nintendo Switch February 24th. Keep it
Whoa,
rolling.
what is this?
Run around and collect oodles
This
of
looks
objects
familiar.
in this remaster of We Love Katamari.
Katamari. Not for me either.
Roll in a classroom, a zoo, and space? Features include playing as the young king of all cosmos in 5 new challenges. Photos with a selfie camera. We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie comes to Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damashi Reroll.
This is so silly. Maybe kids would
Combine
eat
the
this up.
powers of the sun
I was a
and
Sea of
moon to fend
Stars.
off evil
Ooh.
in this turn-based RPG. Freely traverse a breathtaking world, meet characters from all walks of life, and devastate foes
Boom,
with
boom.
timed attacks in battle. Complement your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, a guest composer for the game. Sea of Stars sails onto Nintendo Switch August 29th.
Yo, all these games is June, July, or August. We only got one game in March. And some DLCs.
Duke it
Ooh,
out
what's
with
this?
Free-to-play online multiplayer showdown. Form 2
Okay.
3 and challenge others to lightning-fast battles, air hockey style.
So it's like a cool air
Use
hockey.
striker skills to dominate each match. Change
Cool.
the course trajectory from afar.
Ooh.
Areas to gain the advantage. Or knock opponents out of the arena with explosive moves.
Ooh.
Omega Strikers.
So
slides onto
they
Nintendo
do
Switch
come back.
April 27th. Pre-orders for this free-to-play game begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Free to play game? Nice. I'll play that.
Dive back into the sprawling labyrinth. A collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to Nintendo Switch, remastered in HD. Many treasures lie
So
deep
no
within
game
a massive
remastered.
labyrinth. Its paths are intertwined, and vicious monsters lurk in the shadows. A blank map is your only guide. By drawing the map as you explore, you can progress even further. Venture into the labyrinth with 5
This
adventurers.
is these type of games is just trying to bring back like the retro old school type of feel in these games, you know.
But be warned, every adventure is fraught with danger. Should you fall in battle, you can change your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party before challenging the labyrinth again. 24 newly drawn character
Ooh, that look
illustrations
cool.
are included. Plus, take advantage of new difficulty options and a new auto mapping function for smoother exploration.
Auto mapping.
Etrian Odyssey Origins
June
Collection
again.
launches on Nintendo Switch June 1st. Each game in the collection will also be
Ooh, all
available
3.
separately on Nintendo eShop.
Separately? Oh, okay. So
Pre-orders
you can pick which one you
begin
want.
today on Nintendo eShop.
Next, not interested.
Get your tactical skills ready.
Tactical skills.
Calling all
The animation
scrappy
reminds
fans.
me of
The Advance
something.
Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy,
Andy and
more
Max.
in 2 full story campaigns, each one filled
The
with
animation looked kinda
powerful
decent.
turn-based tactical action. Flex your strategic muscles across
damn.
a multitude of modes.
Frolic.
Design your own maps and share them with friends. Plus, go head-to-head in local and online play. Advance Wars Camp comes to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, we got an April, y'all. We got an April.
Begin today on Nintendo eShop.
April 21st. It's the next 2 months. Ooh, what's this?
A new story will unfold in the Kirby's
Kirby.
Return to Dreamland Deluxe game.
Isn't that coming out this month?
Megalore, the interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions.
Megalore Epilogue. The interdimensional traveler. Ooh.
All he can do now is a basic attack and jump. To regain Magalore's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced.
So pretty much they're bringing you down to level 0 in a whole new game, and you have to level up like every other game.
Or increase his attack range. The order in which you restore his powers is up to you. There are over 20 interdimensional stages to explore. To 4 players on the same system.
It's always good to have a game like this where you can play with multiple friends. Always great.
Can Magalore restore his powers and safely return to his
Ooh,
world?
Kamehameha!
You can access this new epilogue after clearing story mode.
Oh, so you have to clear story mode and then
After
get
today's
that.
Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, this Kirby game looks pretty lit. Oh,
Up to 4 players can play a specially arranged demo with select stages and sub-games.
yeah.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland
Oh,
Deluxe
it is
launches
this
on the
month.
Nintendo Switch system February 24th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
We hope you're looking forward to the new story in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Kirby's Return to
Here's some
Dreamland
news about
Deluxe.
Nintendo Switch Online. Please take a look
Okay.
at this.
I have yet to buy the Nintendo Switch Online. Oh, what's this?
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh
Nintendo
man.
Switch, you can play these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day. Let's introduce the games that will be available at launch.
Tetris.
Arrange the falling Tetraminos and aim for a high score. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you. The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DX. Awaken the Windfish to escape Cove.
I still have to play Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Gargoyle's Quest. Save the Ghoul Realm as Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series.
It's kind of
Game
cool
and
to
Watch
see where
Gallery
games
3.
come from. I
Play an
think I
assortment
played
of
this
Game and
before.
Watch
This was
titles.
cool. Game and Watch.
Alone in the Dark, the new nightmare. Solve a murder mystery on the supernatural Shadow
Oh,
Island.
this thing looks crazy.
Metroid 2: Return of Samus. Destroy
Wow,
the Metroids
Metroid.
hiding on planet
It's so crazy
Kakarot
to see this.
388.
Metroid been out this long.
Wario Land 3.
Wario
Traverse a
Land.
world that changes between day and night based
With
on
Game
your
Boy
actions.
Color, okay. Wow.
Kirby's Dream Land. Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut
So this,
title.
wow, this is the very first Kirby game? Wow. It's good to know because I never had a Game Boy before. I just had the Game Boy
Game Boy
Advance
Pocket.
SP.
Or Game Boy Color screen filters.
Oh, they
Up
got,
to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online.
that's dope.
More games will be added in the future.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
No lie, Game Boy Advance
Here are the
was
games that you can
lit.
play at launch.
Yo.
Super
Yeah.
Mario Advance 4,
They-
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh my
Collect
god, this
38
was the
extra levels from
game.
Nintendo e-reader accessory.
They
WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. Experience the origins of the lightning fast micro games.
It's just cool to see the history of games and how they used to look.
Obstacles.
This was cool.
Mario
Oh, this
Kart
was
Super
it.
Circuit.
Mario Kart?
Yes, and the first Mario Kart game created
Damn, look
for
how
a portable
pixelated
system.
it looked.
Mario and Luigi
Ooh.
Superstar Saga. Venture through a zany world and fight with equally zany attacks.
Ooh.
Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. Shrink to miniature size and dive into a big adventure.
I wish that I grew up playing these
Local
games,
and online
man.
play is supported for compatible games,
Ooh.
and up to 4 players can play together.
It's always nice to be able to play with friends. Metroid Fusion, hey! Fire Emblem, wow. See how old these games were?
After this presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Oh, you gotta get the Online Plus.
Select Game Boy titles will be playable on Nintendo Switch. And after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles we introduced. Please look forward to more information about Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack in the future. Let's see a few more headlines.
Original Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime
on Nintendo
Remastered.
Switch.
Wow. Yep, definitely heard about this one. But I remember Metroid Prime was a game that my friend had in middle school. On the DS, the fat DS, the very first one. And I thought it was cool. It was different because it brought like 3D, like it was like a 3D Metroid, which was pretty cool. Let's see what they do with this one. Ooh, it looked clean. Oh, for a second I thought it was third person. So it's first person. I didn't expect it to be first person. Metroid Prime Remastered. That's a big deal.
The first Metroid Prime game, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system,
Oh,
has been
GameCube.
remastered for Nintendo Switch. Explore Talon 4 from the perspective of Samus Aran, but beware. Or to this alien planet that meets the eye.
Eye. More than meets the
Advisors have
eye.
the key to your adventure. They'll help you discover info and clues on how to progress.
Transformers.
Depending on the situation, a certain visor may be required.
This looks like a hard game. All the Metro, I've never beaten a Metroid game yet. Like, these games are hard. Even the new Metroid game, what was it called? Metroid, forgot the newest Metroid game. I'm still stuck.
This remaster adds new dual stick controls, allowing you to move around while separately changing your point of view. also select a control style that recreates the feel of the original game, among other control options. Explore Talon 4 with your preferred play. Digital version of Metroid Prime Remastered launches on Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game will be available in stores February 22nd.
That's just their way of saying, like, hey, you want the digital version? Get it. So, you know, they're really trying to make us not do physical.
Detective skills to the test.
Because there are pros and cons to both, of
This
course.
is the World Detective Organization. Yuma, a trainee detective.
Another detective
and
game.
Shinigami, the spirit haunting him.
A
will
spirit is
solve the
haunting.
strange incidents within Kanai Ward, a city ruthlessly controlled by Amaterasu Corporation.
Amaterasu!
Alongside master detectives of the organization, each one has a supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic types and voices with disguise. Detect heartbeats and whispers with audio aptitude. And witness past crime scenes with post-cognition. These abilities can be shared with Yuma,
So this is post-cognition.
so use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting enough evidence, a mystery labyrinth will appear. Spot the inconsistencies and uncover the truth. Detective
Raincoat?
Archives Raincode launches on
June.
Nintendo Switch
June,
30th.
July, and we got 1 April. Wings of the Heart, take
Wings of
flight
the
once
Heart,
more.
Take flight once more. A remastered collection of both Baten Kaido's games, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, is coming to Nintendo Switch. After a long and peaceful era on the floating islands above Earth, the Empire's conspiracy looms closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists stand up to the Empire across 2 different eras of war. During your travels, you'll visit various locales and team up with like-minded allies. Battles are fought using cards called Magnus.
Magnus.
Your attack power is determined by the attributes and combinations of your cards, which are randomly dealt from the deck. Time battles.
Oh, I look like-
make split-second
Y'all here
decisions
dancing.
to edge closer to victory. What revelations will come to light in the skies above and the lands below? Baten Kaido's
Summer.
1 and 2 HD remaster.
Most likely
soars onto
June,
Nintendo
July,
Switch
or
this summer.
August at this point.
Dive into your new fantasy life.
And in my head, this is the time where people want to play video games, because summertime, you want to go outside and hang out and do fun stuff and go on vacation. You know, you don't really want to just play video games. But
Fantasy Life game.
hey, video games is all year, but still.
While
Speaking for
exploring
me.
a once thriving island, you'll meet a mysterious girl. Past and present to make the island your own.
Isn't it so funny how they have these type of way, how they, you know, like the narrator of this right now, the way how he's talking is very interesting. Travel the world and meet a mysterious girl. Like, just imagine the voice actor in the studio or whatever, like reading this for this trailer is just so funny.
How will you rebuild? This life is yours to live.
Another gardening type game.
After 1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life on.
Literally
The girl
Fantasy
who
Life.
steals time.
What? They didn't even tell you when. It comes out this year, but you don't know what month. Like why show it if you don't have a release date at this point? Like, you're just teasing us every single time. Hey, what up? Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. That's just a teaser? Why show us that?
Wave 4 is
Yo, they're
racing in.
milking this Mario Kart for real.
Yoshi's Island. A brand new course is zooming into Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Is this free or you have to pay for this?
DLC.
Cause y'all milking this Mario Kart.
Who originally hit the track in Mario Kart Double Dash is also being added to Wave 4.
Okay, new character. She's back. They have different colors? I didn't even know they had different colors. That's cool.
4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring.
Spring means like
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
okay. What's this? Roblox? Oh, what's this? Oh, Lion King. Wait a minute. Mega Man! Yeah, that's my game. You already know I'm excited. Hey, listen. We checking out the games. We checking out the game. Checking out the games. Listen, this game's so cool, so fine. This game is so mine. Hey. Mega Man, baby. Let's go. Choo. Yo, I can't wait to play this, bro. Look how clean it looks. Man. Ooh. Beep. Hey, we ready to know. Steal. Well, not steal, more like you're out. Disney Dreamland Valley in April. Oh, that's a Disney Dreamland. Hey, dance everybody and move to the beat. Can't stop it, Now get up off of your seat. It's so cool, Mega Man. About to say that, right? Okay, it's done.
Thank you for staying with us so far. This will be our last segment.
I mean, it gotta be good. You know, like, Switch 2? Switch Pro? Probably the new Zelda. It's like the only good thing that they got to show us. Nothing's coming out except for like maybe one thing in March. We got one thing in April, nothing in May, and we got everything coming out June and July. That's it. Wait, is this Zelda?
Rise, rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies.
Zelda.
Leave no survivors.
My friend Leo is like fangirling out to this Zelda game, yo. That's a huge world, man. Oh, they got a horse now? Thank goodness. When I played the first one, I didn't even get to beat it because it was too open world for me.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
That's a huge place. What's that? A new power? Say no more. Yo, a horse completely changes the game. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Please, lend him your power.
Oh. So we got a release date. January, February, March, April, May 12th, 2023. Alright, not too far.
That was The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, the latest entry in the Legend of Zelda series.
Pre-order start
In
today.
addition to the standard version, A collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be available on the same day.
Okay.
We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure.
All right, all right.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Arigatou gozaimashita. All right. Well, that was it, y'all. So what you guys think of the new Nintendo Direct? I mean, for me, I think it was okay. I wasn't as annoyed like all the other ones. It was a little better. The Game Boy Advance and, you know, the Game Boy games being available if you know, with the Nintendo Online, that's not bad. And seeing the different DLCs for all the other games is cool. Did anything stand out that me specifically am interested in? Not really. I feel like the only thing that I can say that I can kind of say that I'm like, okay, I liked was, let's see. I mean, Pikmin 4 looked pretty good. Not something that I would actually buy, but it was pretty cool. I respected it. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was a game that I've always wanted to try because I know it's very popular. So that's one thing I'm interested in. I would say that I would probably buy. Samba de Amigo, Party Central. That could be fun. Like, I would love to play it if like a friend has it, or, you know, we're playing for a group or something. You know, that would be fun. Fashion Dreamer, some 12-year-old kid is gonna eat this one up. Not for me though. Dead Cells, that looks kind of decent though. You know, it seemed fun. Tron, not interested. Bayonetta Origins might be a game that I might consider, you know, but nothing on this list so far makes me feel like, oh my god, I gotta buy this right now. Fire Emblem. Okay, so Fire Emblem, and I completely forgot that the game is out, but Fire Emblem was one game I was interested in. I wanted to see some gameplay, and because I like the characters and stuff. I like how it looks. I'm curious about that one. Sea of Stars seemed kind of cool too, but yeah, nothing on here. The only thing I would say, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe is a game I would actually say I would buy for sure. And Metro Prime Remastered, I wouldn't mind buying Metro Prime Remastered, and the Kirby game. Kirby game is coming out this month too. Yeah, I wouldn't mind those. The detective games seem pretty cool and fun. I would look at some gameplays to check them out. And what else on this list? The Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I'm getting I think I'm gonna get the physical collection for the Switch. And yeah, that's one game I know for sure I'm spending my money, because that series is one of my favorite video games of all time, next to games like Dragon Ball Z and Kingdom Hearts, God of War, Spider-Man. Like, those are my type of games. But Mega Man, it was just so fun. What I loved about Mega Man the most was just the story, the combat, the customization of Mega Man and your decks, your chip selections that you want to have in your deck, and just the challenge, the boss fights, the viruses that you fight. You know, it could be a little tedious sometimes. The only negative I had was when you like running around as Mega Man, like every 10 seconds you're in a fight fighting viruses. And sometimes I kind of wish you just get a good minute where you can just relax and walk around before a virus actually hits you. So that's my gripe about it. But other than that, it's pretty fun. Anything else stand out to me? The Zelda game, of course, is that's why they say that the best for last is the most anticipated game of this year for the Nintendo. My friend Leo, she's gonna love this new Zelda. You know, she loved the first one. She can't wait to play this one. For me, I'm not too a fan of like crazy big open worlds, but you know, I've always wanted to give it a chance. I did play it, and I like games that even though it's open world, it has direction of like, okay, you go to this point of the map for the story. I'm not sure if they're gonna change it in this one. I don't mind giving it a chance, but the first one I couldn't get through. Even though I know it's gonna be fun, like, you know, I was enjoying it in the first couple of hours, but I also didn't like that, like, wherever I was in the game, I was stuck, because a lot of times when I played the first Zelda for the Nintendo Switch, it was like I'll play and then like the next day I would forget what I was doing and then I'll get stuck like what the hell am I supposed to do? And then I just have to oh well, let's figure it out. And it's like for me, I'm more of like a linear type of person, but I don't mind like a mixture of linear and open world. Even if it is open world, I need direction. I need some type of like, here's some side stories, here's the main story, and then you can choose to do your own thing, or then continue the story. I'm more of a story guy, so, but I'm interested to see what this new Zelda will be all about. But that's my reaction to the new Nintendo Direct. It was decent. I just feel like maybe PlayStation, in my opinion, has more games that's catered for me. So I'm more excited when PlayStation release stuff, those type of games. Nintendo, is obvious, and I know that's what they're going for, but they have a lot of E for Everybody games, mainly kid games, because that's their target audience. Not to mention, it's pretty good to target the kids, because when they get older, they're gonna get hit with nostalgia again, and then my only gripe about Nintendo, they just remake the old games over and over. Like, nothing here, in my opinion, was brand new. That's like a AAA title for Nintendo, in my opinion. But tell me in the comments, what games are you interested in? What games you guys liked, disliked, or any opinions you guys have on Nintendo. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Until next time, though, thank you so much for tuning in, and deuces.